In this lecture, we will learn what is variables and how to store data in variables. Let's move on. Think of a kitchen where we have many sections which are precisely labeled. So if you want to place eggs, we would keep it in the section labeled as eggs, right? From this example, now you can know that refrigerator or kitchen can be used to store the items of food as labeled sections. Similarly, in programming, variables act as containers to store values. These values can be anything: numbers, text, or entire functions. Just how you see in your example that we can store items in a labeled sections. And there is more important notice that variables are identified by variables names. Are you confused? Let me explain. Imagine you are in a library and you pick up a math book from this bookshelf, and after doing your study, where do you place it? In the sections labeled as math, right? Similarly, we need to define a variable name to store data in your computer memory. Let me give you a quick example. Think I want to store data of my daily focus hour in a variable called focus hour equals 10. Here, we use variable name focus hour, which storing a values of 10 with the assignment operator. The variables names, value, and assignment operator are the three things required to store values in the variable. Like my age equals 30. So my age is a variable which has a value of 30. We can also store text in variables. Text values are known as strings in programming. And what is strings? A string is a sequence of character. What is character? The character can be a letter or a number. In my previous lecture, I told you that you need to use double quotes into the print statement. It was just a fast concept. Now it's time to dig deeper. Take a note that anything written between double quotes or single quotes is a string in Python. Are you confused? Wait, I have an example. Here, I'm gonna create a new variable, my name equals Shahan, where my name is a string having the value Shahan. When it's your name, everything inside double quotes, like hello 123, I'm a software developer 1234, are an example to string in Python. Note that we have also numbers, but as 1234 is written inside the double quotes, it will consider as a string in Python. We can store numbers in variables. In Python, there are two most commonly used number types: floating point numbers and integers. Floating point numbers are numbers that contain floating decimal points. For example, the numbers 5.5, 0.001 are floating point numbers. Numbers that do not have decimal places are called integer. Are you confused? Let's see how numbers are stored in Python. My bar equals 2, an integer. There is one more thing you need to know. Here you can see I can comment in Python with hash character, which will not affect our code. Note that a comment in Python starts with hash character and extends to the end of the physical line. Okay, now go back to our code. Here, my bar, which has a value equal to 2, is an integer. Now I'm gonna create a new variable, my bar2 equals 5.5. Here, my bar2 has a value 5.5, and thus it is a floating point number. There is one more thing. Regardless of the type of number, whether floating point or integer, Python views them as a single category, which is numbers. Python automatically identifies the type based on values, and we do not need to specify the type manually. To summarize, in programming, variables are containers which used to store values. Values can be numbers or strings, and strings are written inside the double quotes or single quotes. And finally, there is one more thing. These variables are stored or referenced using their variables names. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe. Next video next week. Thanks for watching.